Good morning everyone, I'm back with another video, a very festive one at that, and I wanted to talk today about starting a new exercise routine or a gym routine because the new year is coming up, it's right around the corner, and like many other people, I absolutely love starting a new thing in January, and I'm sure there's lots of you out there as well who are considering starting a new gym routine, starting a new gym, trying some new exercise stuff out. So I thought now would be a good time to do that. If you're watching this the day I uploaded, it's the 21st of December, so you've got, 10 days before the new year to have a think about what you're going to do, come up with a plan, and also, if you really get in there quickly, you might be able to start your new gym early, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So I need a coffee before we start this. So let's go make one of those and then we'll crack on with the video. Right, we're back. Got a cheeky little instant and let's crack on. So my first tip for starting any kind of new exercise regime is to have a think about what you're trying to achieve. What are your fitness goals? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to put muscle on? Are you trying to just feel healthier? Are you trying to sleep better? Are you trying to improve your mental health? There's all sorts of reasons why you might choose to either start exercising for the first time or to mix up your workout routine or whatever it is. So have a think about what are you trying to get out of this. Now that might be you want to really improve your cardiovascular health, or you want to get better at running, or you want to improve your performance in a particular sport, and there will be ways that will get you there. You might just want to be a bit more active because you want to improve your sleep or you want to improve your mental health. Actually, for that, walking is probably one of the best things you can do, especially if you do it outside. That's the first thing you need to do, is have a work out what you're trying to achieve. And obviously, the more specific your goals are, the more specific you'll need to be in your approach. So once you've worked out that goal, my next piece of advice, which is, I literally say this to everybody all the time, but just have a plan of what you're going to do. Don't think that you can go into things being able to wing them. That works for some people, but I think for a lot of people it probably doesn't work. So if you are going to start, let's not pick weights. You're going to start running or jogging, because I definitely don't run. A lot of people use the Couch to 5k plan, which I have done before several times, and I really rate it, or something along those lines. Maybe you can already run a 5k, but pick something like that where it's set out for you. You don't have to think about it, you just have to do as you're told. When you're a beginner, I think that's exactly what you need. And if you are going to do something that's more gym based, find a person online that you like their style of workouts, and chances are they'll either have an Instagram page full of them, or they will sell their own programs, or they'll have an app or something along those lines. So find a plan that works for you. Most of them are tailorable. Pick one of those and commit to it. And leading on from committing to something, there is really a fine line between going in too fast too soon, so running before you can walk, but not stretching yourself enough. So I think you really need to plan to commit to something for the length of that program. So most plans are 10 to 12 weeks long, because that is how long it takes before you really start to see any difference, and so there's a reason that they're that long. But I would say if you've never exercised before, don't start off being like, right, I'm gonna exercise every day for all of 2021, I'm gonna go to the gym every day, because that's just not real life. For most people, that's not gonna work. So pick an achievable goal, but do commit to it. So if your program is 10 weeks long, don't give up after the first 3 weeks, because you're not gonna get the benefit of that program. So commit long term or medium term, but don't go balls to the wall straight away, because you won't thank yourself for it. Be sensible, because you don't want to injure yourself, and you don't want to put yourself off either, because if you try something that's too hard, you'll think, well, fuck this. This is way too difficult, and I never want to do this again. So go easy. Ease your way in. You've got a lot of time to do this, and nothing is achieved by trying too much too soon. And then once you've decided what your plan's going to be, try and incorporate some goals within that. But maybe try things like, I'm going to strength train twice a week, or I want to work up to training 5 times a week by the end of the year, or I want to establish a consistent training schedule. So try and make them more habit focused than achievement focused specifically. So make the goal to go, not to perform in a particular way. And the other thing I would suggest as well is try and stay away from weight loss goals in particular, because I think if you only ever exercise to lose weight, you're setting yourself up to fail. You need to find exercise that you enjoy for your overall health and well-being. It's not just a tool to lose weight. And then you might ask, well, how did I remember what my goals were? And it's because I wrote them down at the start of the year. I'm a big journaler, I always have been. I'm a bit of a stationery nerd, to be quite honest with you. So I wrote down at the start of the year in my diary what my goals for 2021 were, and I achieved them. And if I hadn't, that would have been fine. But that's what is good about realistic goals, is that you want them to be achievable. You don't want to set yourself goals that you're never going to get to, because then you get no satisfaction out of actually achieving them. So pick a couple that are reasonable and work towards them, and then you've got a focus as well. So you decided what you're going to do. You're going to go running, or you're going to go to the gym. You know what your plan is. If you can, start now. Why wait until the 1st of January? Start now, get a heads up on the competition. Start straight away. Ideally, you should be really excited by this plan, and you will want to start straight away. If you are going to start a gym, now is an excellent time to go, because you can go before it gets busy in the start of January. You can go when it's quiet. You can get comfortable, you can get situated, you can work out where everything is. You can start to get familiar with your plan, so that come the 1st of January you can start really strong. So try starting now, seriously. Or at least get everything prepared, ready for when you want to start. So if you're going to start running, get yourself your trainers ready. If you're going to start lifting, get your barbell pad, whatever it is that you will need to be there. Start thinking about it now, and use the weird time in between Christmas and New Year to start doing it as well. Really, last big piece of advice is just to be patient. One of the questions you see people ask a lot is, when will you start to see results? And honestly, that does depend on what type of training you're doing and what your goals are. But whatever it is, it's going to take at least a couple of weeks. But really, like I said at the start, I'd give yourself the 10 to 12, 16 weeks, however long your program is that you're following. Commit to that timeline, and don't judge anything before you get there, because it does take a long time. But it also depends on your experience as well. If you've never run before, then you might actually see some results fairly quickly. And if you've never lifted before, you will see results fairly quickly. The more experience that you get, it tends to be harder to make progress. So some tangible, small things you can do to get going are: 1, get a program. Don't care what the program is. If it's a workout calendar, if it's a running program, if it's Couch to 5K, if it's a strength program, it doesn't matter. Pick one that's ideally 12 weeks long, or even if it's a month, just pick one, do that. The next thing, if you are going to start any kind of gym-based program, try and get yourself a personal trainer if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, your gym might offer a free session every so often, or when you sign up. Or see if there's anyone in your life who's got some experience in doing what you want to do. So maybe it's lifting, and get them to help you out if you can't afford a trainer. But if you can, I would really seriously recommend it, even if it's only for a couple of sessions. The other thing as well is if you are thinking of starting a gym, try some classes first. They're usually a really good introduction to the gym and will start to get you to feel comfortable doing certain movements and using weights. Like I said earlier, sign up for the gym now so that you've got that sorted and you can use it while it's quiet. And then the last thing, so try some home workouts as well, maybe with dumbbells, but home workouts actually can be a really good intro for you. Try some dumbbell only workouts, especially for gyms. They can feel a lot less intimidating. So hopefully those tips are getting you feeling a bit more comfortable, a bit more motivated for the gym. I hope you have a really lovely Christmas, being responsible with whatever guidelines your country has in place. I hope you have a really lovely week and I will see you soon.